I'm Joan Epler. Please join with Dr. Gary Epler, America's health doctor. Dr. Epler discovered the Eplerian Life Philosophy. Today, we're going to apply this for living a healthy life.
I'm Dr. Gary Epler. The Eplerian Life Philosophy is know who you are moment by moment, which means know where you're thinking from, and that's who you are.
What do you mean, know who you are?
The words know thyself were carved in granite 3,400 years ago. Later, Socrates wrote, the unexamined life is not worth living. Aristotle wrote, to know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. The Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung wrote, your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. The idea of knowing who you are sounds beneficial to me, but I didn't know what it meant, and I didn't know how to be your true self.
What did you do?
Research and research. And some new technology gave me the answer. The tech is called the functional MRI scan, and it shows the part of the brain where people think from. fMRI studies showed several independent brain regions, not one big brain, and you can only think from one region at a time. If you're looking at an image of an angry person, then you start thinking from the amygdala anger center. Therefore, you can know who you are because you can know which region you're thinking from. If you're thinking from the stress center, then you're stressed. If you're thinking from the heart, then you're being kind.
What's the Eplerian Life Philosophy?
Knowing who you are is too general because people are all types of people during the day. I added a time element. It's know who you are moment by moment. Now, this means you can know who you are because it's where you're thinking from.
What are the benefits of knowing who you are?
Freedom. During childhood, you're told who you are by your parents and teachers. During college, you're told who you are by your professors and your friends. Then you're told who you are by your boss. During all this time, you're being told who you are by society. All of this is necessary for becoming a person to fit into the current culture. But over time, this is stressful, and you need to be free from this. It's time to be your true self.
What are other benefits?
It feels good. You're your own person. You're happier and more productive. You have high energy. You're creative. You're engaged in life. You enjoy living in the moment. You don't criticize, complain, or blame. You have no guilt, worry, or jealousy. You have zero level stress. You're trustworthy. People want to be with you.
What are some applications of the Eplerian Life Philosophy?
There are more than 30 applications, and new ones are continually being developed. In addition to freedom from being told who you are, these applications include eliminating the harmful effects of stress and anger, and eliminating trying to be someone else and trying to please others. They include discarding thinking about yourself, thinking about the negative past, and discarding thinking about the negative future. The applications include managing fear and sadness, and eliminating self-criticism and self-pity. Productivity, creativity, and innovation can be improved.
What are some additional applications?
Additional applications include eliminating resentment, jealousy, revenge, judgment, and mentioned before, complaining, criticism, and blame, as well as eliminating worry and guilt. The applications include personal leadership, making instant decisions, enjoying responsibility, and unwavering commitment. They also include developing a healthy sleep program, healthy nutrition lifestyle, a daily exercise program, and healthy posture. Live in the moment and be your true self. The Eplerian Life Philosophy is for people to live their best lives at home, at work, and in the community.
Why don't people become their true selves?
There are several reasons. A small percentage of people are naturally their true selves since childhood. Many people don't want to take the risk of being their true selves because they doubt their own capabilities to be on their own. They feel they need others to make them valuable. They also fear the consequences of failure, embarrassment, or public humiliation for incompetence. Some realize they would like to be their true selves, but don't know how. A small percentage don't want to be their true selves because they like their false behavior. They get what they want through lying and manipulation.
The Eplerian Life Philosophy has many benefits and applications. How do you obtain these benefits?
Know where you're thinking from and be your true self. There are 5 locations. You can think from the head, heart, gut, body, or the mind, which is outside the body. You need to know that you can only think from one location at a time. You need to learn to minimize thinking from the head, anger center, and stress center. So you can use this time for thinking from the heart or from the mind.
How do you minimize thinking from the anger center and stress center?
You have 6 to 8 seconds to think from these regions before thinking becomes harmful. There are several ways to do this, and you can use one or more of them depending on the situation. You can realize you're thinking from these 2 regions and stop. You can feel the anger and stress with no thinking. Let it peak and move on. You can distract your thoughts from these 2 centers by doing something else. You can't control negative thoughts that come into your head, but you can control the next thought. So don't think the second negative thought. Here's another way. When a negative thought pops into your head or you're thinking about yourself, instantly say, love and peace to yourself over and over. Finally, you can develop a neural pathway bypass around an anger or stressful thinking pattern.
Anything else?
You need to think in positive ways. For example, think and say more positive words than negative words. See the good in people and events. See the positive in events that occur during a day, instead of always seeing everything as a problem. Eliminate overthinking by not thinking a second negative thought about an event or a person. That second negative thought will lead to a negative story with a bad ending.
Know who you are moment by moment. Know where you're thinking from. Do you have any closing comments?
Follow the Eplerian Life Philosophy for an exhilarating life filled with high energy, creativity, enjoyment, positive experiences, and extraordinary people. Know where you're thinking from. Be your true self. Think from the heart with kindness and giving. Think from the mind with courage, solving problems and helping others, and innovation to improve people's lives. Be exceptional by being your true self. Thrive on your uniqueness.
This is Joan Epler and Dr. Gary Epler closing this Good Thoughts podcast. Best wishes for good health and a great day.